Hello, friend. Oh my god. That's a big boy that just died there. Oh my god. Did I just log into that thing dying, or did it spawn in when I came into the world? Holy crap. That wasn't how this was supposed to start. Are they gonna hurt me? No. 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 No, 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 no. Stranger danger, stranger danger. Oh god, it's a wall. Oh no, 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 no. Oh wait, oh, that didn't make me fall down very far at all. They're trying to convince me not to, yeah, not to try and swim away. I'm gonna mess with them. How did he grow? And he's confused and walking away. Anyways, friends, we have a lot of Recode stuff to get down to because Don was playing as the Deinosuchus for a little bit and some other things. But before we do, I want to let you know about a little giveaway that's happening with Isla Nicta. I know you'll probably do it anyways, but there's a little incentive here for you too for supporting what we're doing over here. So if you choose to follow the Isla Nicta Twitter and the Life Finds a Way Twitter, each time you follow them, you actually enter yourself for a chance to win $100. That's $100 if you get randomly selected from Isla Nicta, or $100 if you get selected from Life Finds a Way. Or hey, if you get lucky with both of them, you get $200 basically. It's not paying for your follow or anything because I know you guys will follow it regardless. It's a little event basically, a little I guess celebration giveaway for the creation of the accounts because for some reason we didn't think of doing it before, but it's completely up to you. You don't need to, obviously. It's the ball's in your corner, but we're gonna give $100 to a couple people anyway. So, and also if you're an artist, keep an eye out because there's gonna be an event at Isla Nicta soon where you're gonna be asked to draw some art and the winner will get like $300. So it's gonna be a pretty fun time for artists over here too to try and celebrate some of the creativity and some of the talent that we have over on the server. Because as you know, I love supporting artists and I love seeing fan art of the Nicta and Jaeger and all kinds of other stuff. So that's just so you know, there's about $1,000 or so that's gonna be going out in giveaway stuff. Probably more, to be honest with you, throughout this month. Anyways, let's jump into the Recode. So friends, let's jump into Dondi playing as the Deinosuchus and what that has in store. God, it looks so freaking cool. I've already seen these, so I'm not going to talk. Maybe I'll talk a little bit. Oh God, the hype. Oh God, I can't wait. Oh, it looks so good. I don't see the jiggling. The hip looks kind of weird though.
He has no turning animation, so he's just...
So there's no turning animation. I have another clip here, actually, where he may actually go into it more.
I love it. That's funny.
Wondering if it has an attack yet. It looks really good, though, when it's just laying on the ground like that. That's so cool. That is so cool. That is sick. Next up, we move into some new animations for the Utah. Sitting down looks pretty good.
Also, why isn't this using the proper physics? We have physics for this Triceratops. What have you done?
You can see right here when it sits down, it actually uses its little claws to balance itself and even lower itself down more gently. And then when it gets up, it also uses those claws to stand up and push itself off the ground a little bit, which I also really like. It doesn't look like the claws themselves really aid when it tries to get up, though. They kind of look like they're just there and they kind of touch the ground, but there's no force being exerted to lift up, you know, the weight of the body. But you know, I mean, it's basically all the strength of the legs anyways. Maybe it could just be like a little balance thing, you know? I don't think it's pushing, but there's that. We got another dev clip.
Can I grab this? Could you imagine? There we go. Pinwheel.
Oh my god.
Blah. Blah.
It looks like a giant tongue. Oh god.
I should probably set up
Oh, man. So obviously, he bites into the body, and he gets a little slice of meat, and it's helicoptering around. It's not... I guess it's not set up correctly, so it looks really dumb and goofy right now, but once they have it set up correctly, I'm assuming it's not going to be... it's not working as intended. You throw it down, it looks like it has some pretty good weight physics and all that stuff. I mean, it hits the ground and kind of just slumps there. And I really like that it doesn't do what Ark does, where, like, things will hover in the air and gently glide down like it has no weight value, whereas this hits the ground and it's just dump. You know, that's pretty sick. That they don't have that in this game, but that might also be a replication issue or something with multiplayer, so we'll have to wait and see. Obviously the placement of it right here isn't ideal. It looks so goofy because it looks like a giant tongue, but I guess, you know, you can't really... beggars can't be choosers, right? This one was really interesting. This is about dinosaurs having organs.
I keep forgetting the T-Rex's organs are in here. We just don't have the thing set for them.
I don't know what the thing is supposed to be, but you can see on the model itself, right here, you can see, like, very clearly this thing's sticking out of it, and I thought this was a graphical glitch until he started talking. And those are organs. Now, they don't look like they're correctly set up. I mean, like, they look like really blunt, I guess, things. And I don't even know why you would have organs in the body of anything really in a game like this, because, like, we don't really get to see them, and these don't even look like organs. They kind of just look like stuff, you know? So I don't know if I can't really say too much about it. I don't know what it means. It could mean a lot. It could mean very little. I just know that he said there's something that's not set up correctly, and that's basically that. The only thing I can think of would be disemboweling other dinosaurs on either kill animations or when you're eating it, so you can actually see individual organs. And I would assume that these don't render in at their best quality, so, like, you know, you're not constantly rendering your dinosaur with all these fancy organs, and it's only, you know, when the dinosaur is dead, and then maybe they would render in on their true form. But I mean, honestly, that's a question for Don, and only Don can really answer it. This is the compy.
Yeah.
The Dino?
No, the compy.
Oh.
No, he just has his idol set up.
Yeah, no, we haven't done the locomotion for that yet.
But he's set up. He's set up to be cute as shit, Brian. Look how fast he goes! No.
So, in this clip, I just want to make it clear, obviously, they don't have their animations and anything else set up. It's just, you can camera control it and, you know, direct it, but there's no locomotion or any physics, really. It's kind of just that, basically. And the speed, too, because he made the comment, but I mean, I know it's going to go over people's heads. I don't think that's the actual speed the compy's going to have. That's really ridiculously fast, in my opinion. You'd have to have a really fast animation that'd look really weird. Maybe it'll be faster. Who knows? Maybe it'll be slower. It's ultimately up to them. Everything is subject to change, but this is such an early creature that I wouldn't even take anything as factual. I wouldn't even take the idol as factual. Okay, I'm kidding. The idol obviously is what you can take, but the speed and stuff, not so much. This is the ambient sound and the Utah idol sound, so I won't be saying anything for the next 30 seconds. I lied. Yeah, there's a lot of new Utah ambience. Just idling around. Oh, that's sick. So my only issue I might have with this, honestly, is if you're just hunting someone, are you still going to make idle sounds and give away your position? Will they be loud enough to give away your position? You know, there's some issues I might have with it, but it sounds really good. Here's a better take on the Utah losing its vocals. I don't know why the Rex is there, by the way. Damn, you can see the animation too. God. So this is probably the best representation of the sounds. It's so good. God, that is so cool. But like, so from what I understand, the Utah is a lot more hissy and just, I'd compare it to like the sounds a cat would make, basically, minus, you know, there's no actual guttural roaring and stuff. But the sounds it's making when its throat is messed up from abusing the keybinds and spamming, that's an amazing representation of just quality and experience, I guess, as a sound designer for the person that made this, because they sound so good. This is actually some really good news that I have for you now. This is about quality testing and stuff.
If all goes according to plan, I told Kissin last night, and I will be telling my team today during the meeting. God damn it, means. This weekend is when I want.
Let me shut that up. This weekend is when I want our first private build of the game to go out to the QA team, just for performance. So they'll be able to run around this island, check stuff out, and be like, oh hey, me big dinosaur. Me run around.
All right, so basically QA testers will have early access to the game to find bugs, and obviously with this case it's the performance, and they want to make sure they're getting good FPS. There's no stuff that needs to be optimized, which there will be things that need to be optimized. Obviously not everyone has the same computer. Make sure there's no crash issues, you know, this and that basically.
So we want to see how well it runs on machines, or doesn't run on machines, so to speak. Yeah.
Basically what I just told you guys. This is actually some work on the, I believe, gore that they have right now. I remember Don showed me some gore a long time ago, and I don't know if they're still going to use it or not, but it was kind of interesting. This stuff resembles nothing like it, but I don't know. Maybe in the future we'll see it. I'm looking down in the bottom of this right here. Some of you guys have been pointing out this horse, and so I think when it comes down to this horse right here, this could be a number of things. This could literally just be a placeholder thing, or it could be something for tribals, or something that's just not been really talked about and released yet. There's a lot of things that could be said about the horse. I don't know anything about it, so I'm not going to talk about it too much unless the devs want to clarify, you know, what's going on with it. Like underneath it, I can clearly see, I believe that's the tribal right there behind the bar. If I can make that go away. I think that might be the tribal, but I'm not sure because I can't get a good look at it. But the horse would probably be for them because we're in a modern world. It's just there's dinosaurs that came from replication, basically, from what I understand. So possible that tribals will be able to ride around on horses, and I think it'd be really, really sad if one of those horses met a dinosaur. Specifically, probably a Utahraptor. Also a really cool encounter, though. Something to think about. What do you guys think? Here's some more ambience and Utah idols. Damn, it sounds really, really good. So obviously a lot of the new idol sounds are new, and the animations as well, even for the idols, may have been modified. The ambient sounds themselves as well sound like they may be new, but I don't really pay attention to the ambient sounds. I'm more of a music kind of guy. I'll notice if there's new music in a game versus if there's ambient sounds that have been changed up and, you know, there's birds chirping and stuff. That's just me, though. That's just me. Doesn't mean I don't appreciate it. This is the Utah running around and calling. Obviously, that's not it.
That's a violent looking... God, that looks mean.
Yep.
Fuck, that raptor's hissing at me and shit. Okay.
This is the Utahraptor in the jungle. I think this is the jungle. Looks like a jungle to me. And finally, for the video clips at least, then we move into some interesting statements made by devs. We have Don playing the new Utahraptor. It seems it's been nearly finalized in the new environments and the new map in general. Everything looks really, really good. And I think almost all of this, if not all of it, is all custom-made vegetation. And like the vines, I remember he was talking about this stuff like last year. He wanted to have vines hanging down and all the different custom plants and stuff. Like, it's so weird knowing about this stuff that it was going to come to the game and then it's here, you know? Like, it's weird to me. Jumping still seems a little bit incorrect, if that makes sense, for turning in the air, but they need to update that, obviously. I mean, like, when you see that when he turns, I think that looks kind of weird, and I think that needs to be worked on because they don't have, I guess, air travel currently working as it's intended to be working. Also, you can see the Utahraptor idles really well now, so I'm gonna let this play through even more. Did I show this earlier? I don't know if I showed this clip earlier or not because it might be a smaller clip of the entire thing. But you can see there's not really a ton of movement, and I'm kind of curious to see what they're doing with the scent animation and if they're changing that up very much more. I know there was a little bit of it out, I think, but like the Utahraptor right now, currently, it has like the 3 head movements that are really fast, you know, and it's curious, kind of like a Clever Girl moment. So I'm wondering if they've changed it to be more of a sly creature now instead of that way. Looking around. Come on, start moving. Start moving around. Actually, you can see everything from the side. Got little toe taps. There's the new version of the alt turn.
Yeah, y'all like them f***ing distant insects and shit? Yeah.
Saw some weird cloud stuff just then. Don't think that was intended, but again, it's on the dev kit. Wait, what the hell is that? What was that? Were those clouds or were those like geysers? I don't even know what that was. Yeah, flaming trees. This Midnight Fear person got it. Like, that was weird. I don't know what that was. That was really weird. Vape trees. They're vape trees. That's what they are. And he lands down. That is so cool. God, it's like a little meteor coming out of the sky. Oh, wow. Stuff on the ground is super detailed. That looks super good. All right, and that seems like all of the video footage that I have for you. However, now we talk about other stuff. I've got a couple things here from Dinosaur and a couple statements as well. So we're gonna go down through these real quick, and then that's pretty much it. I guess the class is out. So they're trying to keep the ambience distinct from one another as much as they can. And you probably only hear gulls on the coast. So basically what he's talking about is regional stuff. In the jungle, you're going to hear bugs and all kinds of different stuff. And it will signify, like, you close your eyes, you'll know you're in a jungle. You go to the coast, you're going to know you're at the coast. You go to a volcano, you're going to know you're at a volcano, so on and so forth. The different areas will have different separating ambient sounds, which I totally agree with. And then they go on to talk about death animations. Everything is based off of ragdoll physics, and it's unknown if that will change. For me personally, I think, and I'm like 90% sure that not every death is going to be a ragdoll death. I think they're going to be doing some really, really cutting edge stuff with death and kill animations and all of that fun stuff. I think they're going to be doing some really, really, really interesting things with that. Just from what I've heard myself and stuff, and what I've seen, obviously, and what we've all heard from the different developers. And finally, hit reactions. They would be cool to convey when you're getting struck. It's something they've discussed, but it's hard to gauge how much work it involved. Now, death and hit reactions obviously require a lot of work, or kill animations, obviously, and also when you get struck by a blow. See, there could be a lot of animation breaking when you get hit. Like, if you get punched, you recoil, but if you're also in the middle of an attack, you know, the animation, there's no real mid-ground between being punched and also at the same time punching back, really, or like biting in this case with a dinosaur. Unless it was like the head wasn't affected and it would be the body, or it would mitigate how much movement there was. But that, I thought those statements themselves made by Dino, I thought they were the most important to share with you, but I'm sure there's tons of other important information over on the Isle official Discord server or even just scattered around YouTube. You may be able to find more information from Ravenous or even Simo. So, you know, different places have different information. If I were you guys, I would try to find out information from multiple sources. Anyways, friends, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Don't forget about the giveaway, and I will see you in the next one.